G'day guys, Pete here from Ace Creative Brisbane. It's nice for you guys to drop in. Today I'm reviewing a vintage 28mm f2.8 lens. And this is probably going to be the video I've got the most photos but the least amount of video for it. I just didn't seem to take video when I was out and about with this lens. So I'm just going to have a bit of a chat about it. As you know, if you followed this channel for any particular time, I've really loved using my 27mm pancake for my Fujifilm. So I wouldn't have thought 28mm is that much of a that much different. But in the meantime, I used 50mm and 135. Back to 28, and I had a love-hate with it. I loved using it. I've hated using it. But overall, this has been a really fun lens. It's a pretty generic brand, Auto Chroma. I've got my glasses on because I'm blind. Yeah, Auto Chroma or Chroma. So I think it's a fairly generic brand, but it's built like a tank. It's a really solid lens. It's one of the first things I've noticed when I've used it. It's how solid it is. The clicky aperture. So it's built like a tank. One of the biggest things I've noticed with this lens is lens flare. Anything pointed towards the sun, it's probably the lens that's flared the most. And you'll see some of the photos in the park as the pictures are scrolling through, it's flaring. But apart from that, I love the clicky aperture, still doing it. It's been a fun lens to use, really fun. So I'll run through a few photos that I've taken. One of the things I suppose I wanted to talk about is my habits with photography, and I take a camera with me pretty much wherever I go. I take it to work, I take it to church, I take it out when I'm with my children, out for family day trips and things like that. So I always have a camera with me because I'm always thinking about photos. Not always, but really quite regularly thinking about photos, as well as my beautiful family. My daughter's sitting off camera there. She's my producer for today. So I take my camera everywhere, and I'm deliberate about doing everyday exploring. Now, what do I mean by that? It means, for example, when I'm driving home, I'll always take a little bit of a different route or route, whatever you want to say. I go through different streets just to see if there's any different compositions. And that's to be honest, where I find my shots is those trips home. Pretty much all the car photos that you'll see running through this video are pictures that I've taken on my way home from work. And it takes a while. It takes a lot of boring, mediocre photos, and it takes a lot of just driving through the neighborhoods, around 5 or so kilometer radius from my home to find these shots. So if you're starting off with photography or you're looking for an aesthetic, I know I've said it before, but your own backyard, so to speak, is probably one of the best ways to practice. Just get out there, go for a walk around your neighborhood, or if you're riding your bike or catching a bus or something like that, driving, try and take a different route or a different route every day and just see what else you can find, or keep in mind compositions that you think might not be good at that particular time of day that you're in, but might be better in the afternoon. I know there's a stack of places that I pass in the morning that are terrible for photos, but I know they're going to be much better in the afternoon when the sun's lower, or if the house is facing east or west, or the car. So always keep that in mind. If you're serious about photography and getting different compositions, I think you need to be really quite deliberate. So that's all I'm really going to have a chat about today, guys. Just the 28mm, it's a fun lens. And the next lens I'm going to review is this Pentax Super Takuma SMC 50mm 1.7. And I think this is going to be a fun lens. It's super light, so we'll see what kind of photos. 1.4, f1.4, so I might even try and get some bokeh shots, get some nice low light shots, so that'll be fun. Anyway, tell me what you guys think about the images. If you've used 28mm, I know a few street photographers use it. It's a tank of a lens. I love it. I really love using it. If you use the 28mm, let me know what your favourite shot is as well. Just a quick one again today, guys, but thanks for joining. and take time to listen.